He is a 17-year Army veteran. He is a father. He's a network engineer. He's big. He's beautiful. He's Tim Stevens!
All right. Man, it's good to be here tonight. I do want to take a second and recognize Jerry Black, right? I want to give him a hand, so go ahead and give him a hand, please. So, the amount of effort and energy that he has put into this is just extraordinary. And the fact that he's allowed me to stand up here and talk at this microphone, right, is one of two things. First thing is, he's a good friend of mine and he believes in me. Or the second, he's just really fucking desperate tonight. So, it is a privilege to be up here. It is, absolutely. I gotta tell you though, it still feels a bit eerie being out around people in close proximity and not wearing my face diaper, right? I kind of miss it. But at the same time, I gotta tell you, man, it feels good to finally be out. In public. So, you know, I've come to the conclusion in the last 6 months that COVID is no different than any computer virus, okay? So, hold on, let me explain. So, when a cold virus first comes out, right, the only one really taking it serious is the scientist. And then when a computer virus comes out, the only ones that really care is the security team, right? But let's be honest with ourselves. None of us take either one of them serious these days. So, and at the same time, the remediations for both, whether it's a cold virus, computer virus, which would be a vaccine and a security patch, right? They're no different, right? When they first come out, we don't read the fine print. We don't read the release notes, right? But we don't take the time to look at whether the effects of the remediation are greater or worse than the symptoms we're trying to treat. But what we are so confused about is after a year or so, why our data center is filled with autistic servers. Now, I guess what infuriates me the most is our security team starts to tell us to shut things down, isolate things, right, for certain symptoms. The same symptoms of the same servers that we saw 6 months ago. But I guess the most frightening similarity is closure. There is none. There's no closure. After months of battling a virus, this invisible enemy, I forgot my lines. Right, we stopped having meetings about it, right? We stopped talking about it, right? There's no celebratory barbecues. There's no naked midgets jumping out of birthday cakes, right? We just stopped talking about it. And then it gets real quiet, until the next midterm elections. And then we start talking again. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I love IT. I absolutely love it. But the one thing that frustrates me the most is trying to explain to people what we do. Now, I remember getting out of the military and getting my first IT job. And my uncle called me to congratulate me. His nickname is Uncle Done Some Time. And he's black, obviously. Sorry, you can laugh. And when he called me, the conversation went something like this. Hey, Tim, man, it's good to hear your voice. Tell me about this new job. Right? And I was real professional and proper. Uncle, I'm a network administrator. Oh, well, what TV station do you work for? I knew I had a good 45 minutes in front of me of explaining. 3.5 hours later, I hung up the phone, frustrated, tired, and even I was confused about what it meant to be a network administrator. As well as questioning my own life choices in general at that point. So the next day my sister called, same question. My sister is a Harvard Law graduate, right? So I expected the conversation to go much smoother at that point. And that call went something like this. Hey Tim, sounds like you're doing great. Tell me about this new role. I came prepared this time. I fix computers. Oh, that's great. By the way, my computer's running slow. You can take a look at it. Now, before I could get a word in edgewise, she cut me off. Tim, sorry, gotta go. By the way, I'm pregnant. Don't tell mom. So that call could have gone any better. All right, so 3.5 years later, I'm at a family reunion. 300 police people, all down in South Georgia. We do it every 10 years. And I'm standing in line getting food, and my great-grandmother Mimi, with her old wrinkled fingers, taps me on the shoulder. Oh, Tim, you're looking great. Tell me what you're doing with your life. Now, guys, understand at this point, I have perfected this answer, right? This response. So much that I've achieved immediate closure. There's nothing to talk about. So I square up with Grandma Mimi, right? I look her dead in the eyes. Grandma Mimi, I manage the largest methamphetamine distribution operation in the Southwest. And my core competencies are quality, consistency, and fucking population control. So, needless to say, I haven't been invited to any more family reunions. I did get a call from my Uncle Dunn sometime the next day. He was looking for job opportunities. You guys have been great. Thank you.